Hello everyone. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's been a couple days since I last streamed. Through no fault of my own. Well, it wasn't my fault. I was ill. So I needed a couple of days break before I'd start with Midnight Suns to ease back into it. Because The Last of Us Part 2 can be a tough game to get back into. Especially after feeling ill. So on YouTube, if you're watching it on YouTube, you can skip to the 5-minute mark. Because that's when the game will start. Whereas right now I'm just waiting for people to join on Twitch. At least get into the game. Where we last left off was we'd just done the first main mission, which was trying to get into the Sanctum, which failed clearly. Yeah, it was a smaller stream last time, hence why the video is a bit shorter, and the quality, apologies for that, but the internet was being annoying. I think I actually started the stream a bit early, because normally it's 9 o'clock that I start. So I think that's why there's no one here yet, because it's not 9 o'clock. Okay, it's the 5-minute mark, so let's start with the game. People could join when they want to, but I don't want to, if anyone does watch on YouTube, I don't want to ruin the experience for them.
Not to be the nagging
Hey, no,
old lady
he's
that
joined just in time.
That was a complete fiasco.
And it would have been far worse had Spider-Man not arrived when he did.
No kidding. Caretaker would have been pissed if Venom had actually eaten a hunter.
Yes, one disaster averted. But we still need to figure out...
All these characters like to talk so much in this game. It's impossible to
Hey, for what
listen
it's
to
worth,
it
I
all.
think you did okay out there. You got some decent hang time, even given you were wearing, what, 70, 80 pounds of chainmail? On the Stark scale of reckless yet daring heroics, I give it a solid 6 out of 10. Don't worry, you'll get there, with a little help.
Get where?
And where exactly am I going?
Oh, that's the real question, isn't it? Sky's the limit for you, my friend. Unless you'd be up for wearing a space helmet. You do breathe air, don't you? You know what? It doesn't matter. I couldn't help but overhear Auntie Caretaker over there telling you to get some rest. That sounds like a good idea to me. I suppose I could keep you company on the way, seeing as our rooms are in the same direction and all. Besides, no one should be forced to walk the hallways around here alone. So, here we are. The old room, huh? It's not bad. Functional. Solid construction. Almost cozy. Love the antique furnishings from the early Mephisto collection. Full transparency, Hunter, there's another reason I asked to join you here, other than my abject terror of this entire facility. Stopped here before, while you were out. Wanted to surprise you with a nice little housewarming present. Was all set to write you a lovely welcome note, but I'm fairly certain that wasn't red ink in your quill.
Thanks for the gift.
Thanks for the gift, Tony.
I think you'll like it. It's a limited edition.
I'm going to try and friend everyone.
Oh, you'll see. Well, I suppose I should leave before whatever monstrosity that is most definitely hiding under your bed jumps out, rips my face off, and then proceeds to feast on my soul. I'll leave you to it.
May your sleep be filled with pleasant dreams, Tony.
Right back at you. Oh, and if you hear the shrieking of a grown man, please ignore it. It's just me, walking to my room.
I don't like that he just has a moustache. I feel like he should have a goatee. Open present.
Hi, I'm Tony Stark. But if you're hearing this message, you already know that. When I'm not saving the world, I solve the world's problems with technological means, like the one you're holding. I call it the Spark, a secure information and communication device built only for superheroes. It does all the usual, private messages, pictures, and calls for some reason. But it also comes with access to Superlink, a private social network exclusively for your cape-wearing, world-saving compatriots. You might ask, Tony, aren't you just repurposing a failed product from your communications division? If you do, I'll revoke access and let everyone else know you're a jerk. I call it the Wonder Man rule.
Last was part 2. I spoke a bit about it earlier, but you weren't here. That'll be continued tomorrow. I just wanted to get back into streaming with a more simple and less complex story game, you know? I love reading these posts. I'll let you all read it. When you want to, you can pause the stream. Okay. There's a lot of collectibles in this place.
My old journal. Maybe it is time I start writing in it again.
Painting. Just painting.
We were all so happy then.
This doesn't look happy.
There never was enough room for my armor in this thing.
We've got 125. I normally always go for this one, I think. And go to sleep.
Where?
The book! Is she reading from the book? Then we advance. No! Hold the line! I can stop her. Only I can stop her!
Charlie! I know. I missed you too.
Let her enjoy the moment. She's been visiting your door every morning for the past 300 years.
Oh, it must have been so hard on her.
Not just her. I suppose that's why I might have been a little curt before.
A little?
You already made the ultimate sacrifice once. Maybe I'm in no rush to see you do it again.
We do not choose our destiny.
But we can choose to duck.
First lesson you ever taught me.
And still the most important. Especially now that you have all these eyes on you.
I have noticed.
To these people, you are a being of myth and legend. A grand hero of old. And they're right. You are a hero. But I also know the battle that rages within your soul. It's not enough that you are a hero. You need to decide what type of hero you will be. I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunity for that in the days to come. For now, I would head to the forge. Our new guests are eager to show you something. This was a lot easier when it was just you and I beheading the Dark Legion as we traipsed through the woods.
Don't forget about Agatha.
I never could.
See, I watched WandaVision, so I'm used to Agatha being a villain.
We'll talk more later, but for now, Stark has requested your presence in the forge. I think he has another present for you.
Hello, my sweet girl.
If you do this every day, you get some bonuses. Like that. Has to be every day though, you can't do it on the same day.
Hi, kiddo.
You literally just said hi to me.
Next thing I know, the sanctum is airborne and covered in slime.
Like I said, they're always going to be
Get it.
talking.
Strange couldn't just magic his way in?
Something about the whole alien thing.
Now? Think you can tell your friend inside there to turn it up a few hundred
I'll be
Kelvin?
streaming till 12 today.
However, it might shatter the
'cause
containment
I've
spell, preventing him from
got plans
incinerating
later.
this facility.
I think we're good. And just in time.
The forge has certainly changed.
Right. Caretaker said this all happened after your siesta. What spooky castle would be complete without its own Babylonian demon-powered furnace?
Sumerian fire demon. His name is Babs.
Oh, now it all makes sense. Well, once you get past the esoteric terror of the situation, I've found this thing actually has some uses. Molecular bonding, breaking down evil gamma serums, fashion accessorizing.
Yes, speaking of...
Oh, right. It's ready.
Your armor seemed to offer minimal protection against the venom creature.
I noticed.
Yeah, I thought you could use an upgrade.
Well hammered. Well fired. Caretaker did not mention that you two were such skilled smithies.
Yep. I am Iron Smithy.
Perhaps you should just try it on. Still think I could have used a cloak.
I wonder if they introduced Hunter into the comics. Because I know in this game she's an original character for the story.
Damn
But
near indestructible. And we even got the size right. Not bad for our
I mean, I guess the
collaboration.
idea of you can choose
Still think
how
I could have
Hunter
benefited from a cloak.
acts makes it
You
difficult.
think everything could benefit from a cloak?
But they've done that before where they
Like
choose a canon
what?
version.
Oh, I've heard the things you whisper to your cape when you think no one's listening.
Just talk to Tony about
the
giving
joys of
me a...
sharing a workspace. Hunter, your new attire suits you quite well. But how are you holding up on the inside? I know it's easy to look upon me and simply see the universe's utmost authority on all things mystical and macabre, Hunter. However, in addition to being Earth's Sorcerer Supreme, I am also your doctor.
You mean a physician of the medical arts? You jest.
I assure you, Hunter, I do not jest. They don't call me Mr. Strange, now do they? Except for Tony. Your awakening ritual was admittedly a touch more chaotic than I had originally intended, and, well, after your violent encounter with Venom, my oath to Hippocrates compels me to check in with you. Simply put, how do you feel?
You lost much yesterday, Doctor. I am the one who should be asking you how you are feeling.
I appreciate that, Hunter. I admit I did not expect the child of Lilith to have the capacity for such empathy. And you're right, of course. I, for one, do not know if I will ever feel 100% again after the events of yesterday. I still can't believe what transpired. The sanctum, all that knowledge, Wanda, lost.
I think Doctor Strange likes to talk the
Swallowed
most out
whole
of
by
all the
black mouth
characters
of
in
that
this
foul
game.
venom creature. With all my resources, all my gifts, I should have seen this outcome spelled out in the sacred geometry of this universe years ago. But I miscalculated.
I'm going to say that because that is true.
I would rather stand down a horde of rampaging Lilin than face one of Agatha's mathematics puzzles. Sacred or not, geometry be damned.
I'd be lying if I said it wasn't my least favorite requirement in pre-med. Still, if only I had studied harder, I would have reached some deeper understanding that could have altered this outcome.
We will alter this outcome, Doctor.
On that, we most certainly agree, Hunter. It's not just the Sanctum Sanctorum that was lost yesterday, it was my protege, Wanda. She is my charge, my responsibility, and I failed her. But I am determined not to let that happen with you, Hunter, which is why I am here to answer any questions you may have. Perhaps my wisdom may benefit you more than it has me thus far.
See, I really don't need to ask any of these questions because I know who they are. But for some people that might not know Marvel as much, I have to do them. And plus, if you're role-playing as Hunter, they would not know what Venom is.
That creature on the roof, you have run into it before?
Unfortunately, yes. In the simplest of terms, Venom is an alien species living in symbiosis with a human known as Eddie Brock. He's something of a fixture in New York these days, but typically his hijinks are confined to harassing Spider-Man.
How does Eddie feel about this arrangement?
He seems to relish the experience. And under Lilith's spell, they've clearly become more cohesive than ever before.
That's the one thing I hate about this. It's like you can't ask all the questions, like the sub-questions. So you have to choose.
Tell me about your Sanctum's wards of protection. I have never heard of a protection spell that powerful.
In your time, I'm sure
There's a lot of dialogue in this
encountered a variety of minor wards and protective spells. The Sanctum Sanctorum was shielded by one such incantation, but greatly amplified by the convergence of ley lines.
And no one has ever broken the spell? Ever?
There's always a first for everything, but I had honestly never imagined a scenario in which the wards could be broken. Perhaps it was arrogance on my part, but Lilith is among the more cunning enemies
We
we've
do
ever
know
faced.
Doctor Strange is arrogant. If you've watched the movies or the comics.
How did Wanda come into your care?
Wanda's story is quite tragic and perhaps not mine to tell. There was an accident on the Abbey grounds not long ago involving Agatha.
It was Agatha all along.
I feel like everyone is avoiding mention of Agatha.
I can't say I'm surprised, but I'm afraid it's really not my place. You should speak to Sarah about her when you're ready.
Let us talk later.
Visit whenever you like. It's not often I get to converse with a
You
true
always
legend.
cut right to the point when you want to leave. It's always like, I'm going, and that's it. It's never like a casual see you later, stuff like that. It's always like, I have to go.
Hunter, buddy, talk to me. I hate to admit it, but somehow this ancient forge puts any arc reactor I've got to shame. Who would have thought mystically bound demon power would be so damn energy efficient? Or carbon neutral? Certainly got that new suit of yours done a lot faster than I expected. Speaking of, what's the verdict, boss?
Tell me about this demon. Why is it there?
Well, you would probably know more about that than me. I'm still working on a way to keep track of everything that goes bump in the night around here. Whatever they've got trapped down there, it's hotter than hell by a few thousand Kelvin, very pissed off, and really good at weaving synthetic microblends. But tools are just one part of the equation. You gotta know how to use them too. You were out, what, 300 years before we woke you from your eternal rest? I'm betting you have questions, so ask away, Hunter.
I feel like that's the first one to ask.
You must have an interesting origin story of your own.
Well, just your typical American boy. Pops was a founding member of the military-industrial complex. Mom, a famous socialite. Tragedy struck when I lost them both in a car crash, which turned out to be a hit from a rival corporation. I spent my early teens at MIT, trying to clear my head, and was all set to follow in Dad's footsteps as a war profiteer. Then one day, fortune shined on me, in the form of some errant shrapnel that lodged itself just above my heart. So I did what anybody in that situation would do. I built a supersuit and started fighting crime.
That's a lot to deal with.
I guess we have all had difficult childhoods here.
Yeah, no kidding. I can't tell you how hard it was to memorize all that at Skrull Sleeper Camp. Just kidding. Or am I?
Is all this magic a threat to your new technology?
It might surprise some people to hear this, but I do like some things with rules. Isotope decay, magnetic fields, and gamma oscillation make a lot more sense to me than Eye of Newt, bat wings, and a sprinkle of sunshine. At least they did before everything changed.
Everything changed before the Fire Nation attacked.
I cannot help but feel partially responsible.
Well, I wouldn't take it personally. We were detecting changes in both magic and science months before you woke up. But yeah, things have definitely hit high gear since then.
Okay.
Seen anything strange around here?
What, other than my roommate? Boom! Roasted! But on a more serious note, this place is legitimately haunted. Mirrors look back at you. My room rearranges itself. And worst of all, magic cats.
Was it suspiciously elusive, even for a cat?
Actually, yes. Thought I was going crazy there for a second, but clearly I'm still firing on all cylinders. It just poofed in next to me out in the yard. Small, black, furry. Cute little thing. Probably some kind of shape-shifting monster knowing this place.
Okay, well we know what the room is, so I think that's it.
Thanks for catching me up on things.
Anytime. Oh, and speaking of things, remember that creepy gamma goop you found from that hopped-up Hydra soldier? Well, I gave it a peek, and it explains a lot. If you have a minute, meet me at the anvil over there, and I'll walk you through it. I promise it'll be worth your time.
This is my favourite bit of the game.
Now, I doubt advanced gamma thermodynamics was a hot topic at Ye Olde Demon Hunting School, so I'm just gonna give you the condensed version.
I appreciate that.
Closest I've ever seen to this substance is pumping through Bruce's veins. Part gamma accelerant, part unknown element. Calling it coil for now, given its unique atomic structure. Man, I love acronyms. This stuff is more volatile than Nick Fury on a Monday morning. But Hydra doesn't seem to mind.
They are using it to get stronger.
Exactly. A few drops would make your average salamander look like Fin Fang Foom. Thankfully, with a little help from Dr. Spooky and our haunted oven over here, I think two can play at this game.
You are not suggesting we start injecting ourselves with it.
No, nothing like that. Though I can see some future applications for my energy drink line. I was thinking we apply this stuff towards upgrading our equipment.
I like where this is going.
Just give me a little time here and I can whip up some pretty fun toys. How about we give Hydra a taste of their own gamma-powered medicine for a change? What have you got for me, boss?
Just checking that my audio is working. My microphone, yeah?
Take a look.
If I need to adjust the audio, let me know. Okay. Okay, and the mic's good. Well, obviously it is because you just responded. So,
How long
yeah, so
did you say
not,
you were exposed to this thing? It's probably
we're
fine.
not going for dark cards, as we're trying to be a light hero. So that'll be good if like if you're, you know, losing life, then you can do that. But we're going to do this one because it gives you an extra card, and then, you know, the next two applies 2 bleed, so that means get more.
Hunter, when you have a minute, come meet me in the yard.
So we're still in the tutorial area, so... God, there's so many more. So if you remember from last stream, if you're watching, it's on YouTube now, but at the end of last stream, when we were fighting Venoms, Spider-Man intervened. So of course, J. Jonah Jameson is going to have something to say about that. Okay, I'm not going to read them all out, but I'm going to just show them all so you can read them in your own time. Okay. Let's go meet Blade. Or talk to him, not meet him.
Welcome to the yard. At least that's what we're calling it these days. Caretaker put me in charge of your training. Too bad she didn't listen to me yesterday. Now that we know what we're up against, I think we can all use the practice. Any questions?
I did, but they are about you.
Right when it's time to train?
What,
All
Blaze, the
Sarah
name of your
told
cat?
us about you, she never described you as lazy.
I learn faster if I understand the person who trains me.
I can respect that. Go ahead.
Can I ask about you?
I guess.
How did you become a Dampier?
You say that like I had a choice. I was born this way.
How is that possible?
A vampire bit my mother. Problem was, I was still in the womb. I'm lucky I was even born. Don't know if that's how it always is, but that's the way it went down for me.
How long have you been around?
I don't exactly know. I think of myself as mid-20s, maybe. I
Well, I
lost a
guess
lot
that's
of
a
time.
sign, isn't it?
Much of the last
The cat
century
did the
was a
first
blur.
meow when the movie was on.
I have occasional memories, almost like coming up for air before being yanked back down into the depths.
What happened?
I killed a lot of vampires. I hadn't lost my mind exactly, but I got into a rhythm and never stopped. Never had a reason to stop. Not until I met Caretaker.
And then?
She gave me a reason to stop.
What brought you to the Abbey?
Caretaker. About 10 years ago, she brought me back to the real world. Gave me a place to stay until I came back to myself.
Did she ever say why?
She said she thought I'd be able to kill more vampires if I was acting on more than just instinct. But I know it was more than that. She gave me safe haven here at the Abbey. Something I'd never known. Must have read half the books in the library by the time I headed out. So when she reached out and asked me to be part of this weird little club, of course I showed up.
Ask about the name.
Is your name really Blade?
Is your name really the Hunter?
Yes?
Oh, really? Your mom, before she became the mother of demons, looked into your cradle and decided to name her firstborn child the Hunter.
That is how I understand it.
It takes all kinds.
So, is your name really Blade?
No,
What is it?
it's private.
Is it embarrassing?
No, the Hunter, but I only share it with friends.
You do not consider me a friend?
Not yet. Don't take it personally.
That's why we have to build up the friendship.
Tell me about the Midnight Suns.
All right.
Why did you join? Vampire hunting is a solitary affair.
Guess I never found the right team.
Is that all?
No, but that's all I'll share for now. You really want to know? Put in the work. If I trust you, I'll have more to say.
If what you have told me is true, you would have gained my trust.
What can you tell me about the others?
Nothing. Ask them yourself.
I'm not asking you to break anyone's confidence.
Fine. Which one?
All of them.
Tell me about Nico.
She's the youngest, but she acts like she's in charge.
Why let her act like that?
She's usually right, and she keeps us on track. I didn't think we'd get along, but we wouldn't be the Midnight Suns without her.
What makes you say that?
She has a lot of heart, and that's why we let her. Anyone else?
What about Robbie?
He's exactly what he seems. Well, sort of. He's open with people, easygoing. Sometimes that comes across as dopey, but don't get the wrong impression. He's quick to make friends, and once he does, he's your friend for life. So don't let him down, or I'll hold it against you. Anyone else?
You know what I always forget to do is update the tags on the stream. Just give me a second. There we go. So now people won't be confused when it says The Last of Us and it's this game.
What do you know about magic?
I keep forgetting to
Keeps
do
to
that,
herself.
honestly.
That
It's
is it.
annoying.
She's a private person. Until she lets you in, that's all you need to know.
When does she let people in?
At her own pace. Respect that, and it'll happen faster than you think. Anybody else?
Honestly, I think Ileana is like my favourite character. I find her very interesting.
Tell me what you think of Sarah.
Well, there are few people I tolerate, even less who I like. Sarah, I respect. She sees the big picture, and we're a part of it. I'd follow her to hell if I had to. And from what I understand, we may have to.
I am surprised she commands such respect.
I'm surprised that you're surprised. You know what she's like more than any of us.
I do.
Anybody else?
That is all.
Nobody else.
Sure.
I think we know what he thinks of the Midnight Suns.
Thanks, Blade.
Sure.
Okay, got upgrade ability, which ironically is one of his.
No pain, no gain.
So now, yes, we can draw 2 cards. Yes.
All right then.
Alright then.
Hunter.
Like the way you move out there, Hunter. Guess Dr. Strange picked the right supernatural demon hunter to resurrect. I'm Carol Danvers. You can call me Captain Marvel. Kidding. Carol's fine. Just thought I'd throw a bone to the Avengers PR team. Not gonna lie, going a few rounds in Vampire Guy's Magic Thunderdome sounds like fun,
hey.
but we've got bigger fish
Sonya.
to fry. Well, not so much fish as that
Long
ginormous,
time no see.
invulnerable sewer monster that swallowed the Sanctum.
Every lock has its key.
True, if only a man-eating alien demon monster hadn't eaten ours. But
Oh, they're
that
good.
got me thinking. Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky bunch can try and
I took a
magic
break
their
from
way through
streaming
that
because I
shield
felt
all
so
they want.
ill for my vaccine shot.
My time as a pilot taught me one thing. It's that
'Cause it wasn't the
sometimes
one I'm
you've
used
gotta
to.
find a workaround. As in Hydra.
Hope you're doing
They've
okay.
gotta know the way inside. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking. But then again, I'm told I can be rather persuasive when I need to be.
Steve's always said that they are much for talking. But then again, I'm told I need to be exactly how perceptive.
Just how far are you willing to go, Captain?
Let's just say that I'm willing to unleash the power of a quantum singularity
Yeah.
white hole on them if need be.
I'm a bit tired today, hence why I'm
quantum
streaming this
what?
game and not Last
You'll
of Us
see.
Part 2.
Find me in the war room when you're finished here. There's a few things we should discuss. Oh, and Hunter? Welcome back from the dead.
And just so you know, Nat, Sonya is like one of my friends from college.
Hey,
A lot
Nothing
of...
is certain these days, but these readings are too distinct to ignore. The gamma signature is...
Sorry, Bruce, we lost you. Did you say Gamma?
Yes,
Hang on a second. Come on, Tony. You managed to stream...
The gamma signature is completely inverted. The daughter nuclei are being reabsorbed into the parent nuclei, which is impossible.
If the Gamma signature from the Sanctum is really that unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry, still working out a few gremlins in the system.
Try sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid water.
Oh, wait, you're being serious?
We should be able to track this new Gamma signature to its source then, right? I'd do it myself, but we seem to be having a little IT trouble today.
Please. Old Central here is ready to grind through that data like chum.
What exactly is a central?
CENTRAL. Cognitive encryption, net transmogrification. We'll figure it out later.
Sending coordinates now. Hope your gremlins enjoy gamma spectroscopy.
Well, he's been a little moody lately, ever since, the problem with the big old green guy.
I heard that.
Banner can't turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey. Come on. Happens to everyone. Well, okay, not everyone.
Nice work, Bruce.
I know that place. Creepy abandoned warehouse in the bad guy part of town.
My favorite kind. Anybody up for paying it a visit?
Definitely.
Aw, see that? Teamwork goosebumps.
Find me when you're ready.
Have you tried streaming yet, Sonia? Have you still not got the internet for it?
Multi-million-dollar piece of experimental technology, and she kicks it.
Right, we'll just go straight into the next mission. Felston Bargain.
It was just recently that the Hudson Yards Development Restoration Association purchased this entire block. I'll let you think about that one for a minute.
Okay. Okay. Get used to this slow-mo walk, because they do it every single time.
Let's see. Trench coat, glasses at night, reading control. Something tells me these midnight warehouse raids are pretty normal for you.
Very.
This area in particular?
Gamma signatures and unstable isotopes aren't really in my wheelhouse, so we'll be patching Dr. Banner through from Avengers Tower once you reach the other side.
Almost
Till the
feels like
contractors run out of the Wi-Fi. I don't know what that means.
Not bad for our first team up. Probably can scratch abandoned off the description of this place. You seeing this, Bruce? Getting all sorts of weird down there.
Johann Fenhoff. That hack. I heard he was dead. Well, hoped is perhaps a more accurate description.
calls himself Faustus now. Hydra's resident mad scientist.
Not just Hydra's. Lilith's. That's magic coming from those crates. I can feel it.
Yeah? How about gamma radiation? You feeling that too? Because that's some pretty evil-looking Hydra tech down there.
Gamma and magic.
Gonna need you to use your science brain on this one, Bruce.
We need to approach this situation carefully. Combining those energies is an explosive proposition at best. Think scalpel, not hammer. Stealth, not strength.
Yeah, I don't do stealth.
Kill them.
Well, yeah, I know that, Sonia, but I just thought if you want to change your Wi-Fi, you can just cancel the one you're on.
Science must be sound. The device
That's what
would
we
have
did, I
surely
think.
exploded otherwise after your display, Carol.
Learned it by
Okay.
watching you, Bruce.
Now, the quicker we do this, the less cards we use means we get a better rating. So we have to figure out what we want to do. Quick knockback. 3%. Could try that. I mean, he's gonna be knocked out anyway, so I'll try that. There we go. Step ahead. There's a lot going for Blade, so take.
Who's next?
I saw a move like that once,
Yeah.
centuries ago.
No offense to your mum, but yeah. Got 2 card plays. So that's where it's good.
Weak, even for Hydra.
Here we go.
So now we've got 1 more card play. That might be good if we go here, but we can't get there, which is annoying. Maybe if we get here. See if we can do this. There we go.
Now I see why so many fear your strength.
We've got 2.
Playtime's on.
Still going strong.
About time.
So now we've only got 1 guy left, but I'm sure there'll be reinforcements.
Hydra Immortalis.
Hey, that hurt.
Yep.
On Gamma, on the move.
Hope everyone's having a good morning, or day, or afternoon.
I've never been one to buy into the science of magic, but the data I'm seeing is hard to ignore. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
You know you're talking to a vampire, an alien hybrid, and a resurrected demon hunter, right?
You are lucky to still be breathing.
It's my birthday in 11 days. That'll be good. That'll also be good.
Let's do it. I'll put this to good use.
So on knockout.
Here it comes. Getting better every day.
Oh, I didn't realise you got me presents. Well, you can give me them on the 1st, obviously. That's going to be the weird thing. I'm so used to getting all my presents on my birthday, but I have to wait like 2 days. Chain 2. There we go.
Come get. Give the mother my regards in hell.
So we did that quite quick in 2 rounds. It's the luck of the draw.
Go! Quickly!
Let's go, go, go!
The perfect opportunity to field test Mother's device.
Watch out!
Get her!
Does anyone have a favourite Marvel character?
For the record, Bruce, I did not smash that
I
thing.
think mine's obvious.
Noted, Carol. Perhaps you might direct all that energy towards your newfound adversaries instead. And the mysterious cargo they're attempting to escape with?
Okay. Do a strike, then chain 2. Just trying to think. Do that.
On it. It sounds to me like they just missed their mama.
We'll build that up first. We don't want to do that. A hey or an A? Knock back. That will be good.
I'm afraid you might not
I
make
think
it
my
back from
girlfriend
this.
messaged me. Yeah. Sorry, responding to a text then. Another knockback. Only got one more card. I'll do that. I'll do that. It's 33. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay.
Watch and learn.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Apologies for not watching your stream, Renee, a couple of days ago, but I was so ill, I couldn't focus. I've got one move, but can't do anything, so we have to end our turn.
By her command.
I will make you suffer.
God, a lot of people are going for Hunter.
Have been waiting. On Beta, moving into position.
Okay, on the unit stand, they're not actually. Okay.
Preliminary analysis of the blast confirms high levels of gamma and various unknown energies.
unknown to you.
So that's good.
There is dark magic at work here. We must not let Hydra escape with it.
That'd be good.
Don't make the same mistake twice.
We need 2.
Take this.
And then we can do this.
Save this one just.
Okay. We should recover the artifact. If we can get any quick strikes, that might be good. Absorbs. Redraw that. Okay, let's just get the artifact.
One less thing to worry about. Approximately 16,342 more to go. I suggest starting with the remaining Hydra forces in your vicinity.
Just okay, it's a blade.
It's on.
Get out of the blast zone. In the turn.
Hail, Hydra! We'll all go together! Finally,
To be crystal clear,
here
we
we
won't
go.
be able to recreate Faustus's experiment or track potential future variance gamma signatures without a baseline resonance sample from his initial occult catalyst.
Got it. Stop the truck.
Already stopped the truck. Chain 2 will be good.
Don't.
They're using our blade a lot in this mission. Okay. Enemy strike. That's free. Let's do this.
Exactly what I needed.
Do that.
This is gonna hurt.
I think they can arrest you for that in New York, Blade.
Okay. Oh yeah, because it's called blade, isn't it?
the enemy has the upper hand.
Should have probably done the proton beam.
You're in trouble now.
Yeah, I didn't work out the way you wanted.
You do not know who I am, do you?
These delays can be quite frustrating. Infuriating, even. I suppose by now I'd normally be tromping through the warehouse, hurling the puny truck at the moon.
Don't worry, Bruce. I've got a pair of torn purple pants with your name on them.
Welcome. Be sure to follow if you haven't already. Strike. There we go.
You should have known better.
Not sure what rating we'll get.
We've done it!
What is this thing?
Bad guy crate. Full of bad guy stuff.
I know those symbols from the time of the first hunt. That glyph means barrier, that one almighty. Something, something, gods and demons.
So a spooky bad guy crate.
Very spooky. Designed to contain powerful magic. Be Careful.
Got it. Don't cross the streams.
Never do. How about we get this thing back to the Abbey and see for ourselves?
What on earth is going on, Renee, in that? Okay. Actually, I think for main missions you don't get star ratings. I don't know. Can't remember.
Nice job out there, kid. I mean, I didn't get Hydra bombed until my 10th run with the Avengers.
Kid? You do know that I'm a good 3 centuries older than you, right?
Then you've got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, Abbey tournament tonight.
Sure about that? Last one got a little heated.
The eternal spirits of vengeance take technical fouls very seriously, especially in the fourth quarter.
Forget it. Tonight is movie night.
It is always movie night.
Exactly.
Wow, out of jail again? Who made this game? Wilson Fisk?
Well, if parking is free, clearly no one from Manhattan.
You know what they say? All work and no play is how we ended up with Ultron. Come on. You should hang out.
I should rest. Another time. Let me see. How did this work again?
Respond to Nico's message. So there's the map.
Hunter, I know you're awake in there. You just replied to me.
I like Nico too.
Good. You answered. Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the staff of one speaks High Elven. Blood magic stuff. Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
Yes.
So, if you're planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask later magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapons stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
Work?
Yeah, talking to people, making friends, basic human stuff. Or quasi-human. You're a Midnight Sun now. One of us.
Well, she's
Nico,
actually from the
I was
Runaways,
just
isn't it?
Hydra bombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I, keep seeing Wanda. She... Never mind.
I will meet you outside.
Yes! I'll go nuke us some popcorn and you pick out a movie. Oh, and it may just be the two of us. The others went outside, needed to cool off. Really need to hang a fan over that forge. Or maybe crack open the casket of ancient wonders a little?
See, I always have the thing, a normal friend asks you to hang out, a great friend tells you to hang out.
These missions can't be good for Caretaker's blood pressure. That's twice now her precious hunter has almost gotten smacked by Hydra. I know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
I feel that's terrible to say. What about your father?
Was your father there for you when you found out?
Dad was evil too. Long story, lots of drama. There was a cool dinosaur. I'll fill you in later. Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to make that happen. Makes me hate her even more.
Go on.
Lilith gave birth to me, but Caretaker was my true mother.
Right, so your adoptive mom raised you to kill your birth mom. You'll fit in perfectly. Enough about our crappy parents. You missed out on decades of good movies. It's my solemn duty to fill this knowledge gap with the best examples I can provide. So, the first thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor. Can we do it again? So, what did you think of the movie?
I understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries.
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the void.
You just got Caretaker awkwardly standing at the back there.
Of what?
Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me. I know it from my dreams.
That's not creepy at all. So, do you know everything?
No, think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have no idea.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the Staff of One? Or who were the Runaways?
I had some questions about your staff.
Sure. But first, the basics. The Staff of One interprets words or phrases as spells, but it can only cast a spell once. No repeats.
See, I don't get that.
If each magical effect is unique, do you worry you will run out of words?
Not really. I only use the staff's power when I truly need it. The rest of the time, I rely on more conventional means. Like, you know, magic.
I had some questions about your old team.
The Runaways? Sure thing.
Were you all heroes who banded together?
No, we were normal kids. We saw each other once a year when our parents got together to reminisce. And then we found out 2 very disturbing things. First, our parents were supervillains who sacrificed children to evil gods. Second, each of us had some sort of powerful birthright. Our parents wanted us to follow in their footsteps.
What did you do?
We ran, but eventually we realized only the 6 of us could stop our parents and their dark gods, so we faced them and stopped them from destroying reality as we know it. You know, typical kid stuff.
Thanks for the follow as well, Minxie. Who were the Runaways?
Who was on the team?
At first, Chase with his mad science gear, Molly, our pint-sized powerhouse, Carolina, the solar-powered sweetheart. Gert had a telepathic link to Old Lace, a genetically engineered Deinonychus from the 87th century. I handled the blood magic, though I didn't understand it much. And Alex, well, we don't talk about Alex.
Where are your friends now?
Molly attends Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Carolina left Earth to marry alien nobility. Gert... She didn't make it. After Gert passed, Chase and I had a falling out. The last I heard, he and Old Lace are living at his family home in L.A. As for Alex, he chose his side, and it wasn't ours. He died with our parents.
No, I never watched The Runaways. I should give it... Oh, it's probably on Disney Plus, isn't it? Maybe. I don't know. Or on Netflix.
I had some questions about your staff.
I already asked that.
Go for it.
I'll ask this.
Can you tell me how the Staff of One functions?
It's, blood magic, so my own blood is required to summon it. You wouldn't believe how many adhesive bandages I go through each year.
What about the words you speak?
They come true. Kind of. And not always the way I expect. It's like making a wish, but you can never make the same wish again.
Okay.
I should get going.
Good timing. Looks like Caretaker wants to speak with you, and wow, I should get to bed. Time flies when you're hanging out.
I'm glad to see you're using your free time productively. It's a shame that Faustus got away, but I doubt he'll leave the city until his objectives are complete. There's still time for us to have a word with him. Looks like you're finding your way around, maybe making some new friends.
I was planning on getting some rest, but...
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon. Not quite like it was in the good old days.
Change can be a good thing.
To stand still is to move back.
You got that one from Agatha. She used to say it all the time. I always preferred, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Used to.
I am sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know... Agatha... she's no longer with us.
What? That is impossible. She was so...
fierce, indomitable, or maybe just kind to a fault.
You do not have to do this.
Thank you, but I do. I haven't spoken to anyone about what happened. And more so than anyone, you deserve to know. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit, a powerful spellcaster in her own right. Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen. Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking.
That game, okay.
Agatha was determined to help her control
Enjoy
them.
your game, and I'll see you
to
on
caution her,
the 1st.
but she would not listen. There was an incident. An accident, I'm sure, but...
Agatha was killed.
Yes.
I'll only be streaming for another
incinerated
2
in an
hours
instant.
anyway.
Not even Ash to remember her by. The others were heartbroken, as was I. But I also saw the danger, the threat, if Wanda's powers were left unchecked. So I did what needed to be done. I sent
Yes,
Wanda
it is your
away
birthday on the
to the
1st,
Sanctum Sanctorum to study under Doctor Strange. I know the others still
Gonna be
harbor
a
a great
busy
deal of resentment
week
towards me
that,
for it.
that week. Got a funeral on the 29th, got my birthday on the 30th, then I've got my birthday party on the 1st. I'm going to go neutral here, because in this, realistically, you wouldn't, you don't fully understand it, so you wouldn't want to pick sides.
I do not envy you. That must have been a difficult decision.
It's my job to make tough calls. I'm not popular for it, I know. But strong leadership requires risking being unliked. Wanda, Agatha. It seems we have lost them both now. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on the grounds, hoping to find some solace, a way to move forward. You should pay your respects. Maybe you'll find what I couldn't. Good night, Hunter.
The hunter can follow the path of light. You know, that's something I could do as well. I could do a birthday stream. I mean, it depends. My family might think it's rude if I spend some time in my room on my own. I don't know. I'll think about it, see if I can do it. So now we can explore the Abbey grounds. I mean, she moves so fast about running anyway, so... Your phone went weird. See, I automatically don't trust Agatha because I'm so used to her being a villain in WandaVision.
Agatha?
You always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter. Just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things. That's my Hunter.
You seem strangely at ease about this whole thing.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride. Even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one.
The Blood Gate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen?
Always find Agatha Onimus in this stream. Picking up these when I can because we'll need them later.
Looking portal is known as a Blood Gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Blood Gate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
Yeah, no, you can. You do know you can stream directly from
but it's always polite
PlayStation.
to ask.
That's literally what I'm doing on my PS5.
That is something.
That's why, to be fair, I think sometimes the quality can dip a bit. That is all I can do at the moment.
You were expecting, is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtur.
Sarah? Caretaker was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should have known.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference.
And this is my challenge.
Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie?
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear.
Yeah, these trials are so
As the goddess
difficult.
of balance and order, Ashtor was sometimes called
Because they
the
give you a
giver
certain
of
amount of
justice.
rounds.
You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
You were too weak for this fight.
KO, draw a card. Knock back.
Your mother abandons you.
Okay. Knock out, draw a card.
Feel my call.
Gonna redraw that because I don't want to do that. Just trying to think. Do a bite.
Leave some for the rest of us.
That way I can do this. If he doesn't do horror, then I doubt he'll stream it, guys. Kinda like me. The only horror you'll find me doing is Dead Space. Okay. Gonna move. Oh, of course, this is a 2. Yeah, but I wouldn't class Resident Evil as a horror game.
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless
Right.
beasts.
I would
Don't
say
hesitate
probably
to
Resident
strike.
Evil 7 is
They
the
certainly
scariest.
won't.
But the others are more just like, I don't know, like an action game.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
Mission rating is 2-star. I don't think I'll ever get a 3-star. Enter Austral's Cavern. place it here.
Oh, this looks like it belongs here.
So now we have a power.
Sarah was right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtur for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
I would say some people got too obsessed with Lady D, Renee. I never saw the attraction. There's nothing else in here, nope.
Blessings of the goddess.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
I have a new costume, don't I? Room upgrades. Boobs aren't the be-all and end-all, guys. Take it from me. Bookshelf might be nice. Do a bookshelf. Customization. Ooh. This looks cool. There we go, now we've got a nice little bookshelf. Slowly but surely. I've got to go to the forge.
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again, that's Hunter to the forge. Thank you. Strange out.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate.
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies
I wonder
I
if that's
sense
a
inside
reference
to
to
our
Avengers 1,
advantage.
where he literally went to
Yeah, I heard
space
we
and
in
nuked
there. Green goopy gamma
spaceship.
serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
Okay.
We desperately need to get into this crate. If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever is in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
I hope the two of you create something powerful. I want to stop Lilith quickly and decisively.
As I said, I'm sure it can help us. I just need to convince Tony to set his ego aside. His discomfort with the esoteric nature of the arcane might be a problem.
But Tony's eccentricities aside, I know you can make this work.
Right now, with the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside. Approach the anvil, Hunter. We do not have time to spare. Are there any curses I should be aware of? This? By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that
I love
this
Aloy.
artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see.
Aloy's my favourite
Of the mystic forces
character in
contained within.
gaming in general.
One sorcerer's trash is another's treasure. I'll let you judge on this one.
Okay. So that's good. So I want to do that. Wait, you can play as Lara Croft on Call of Duty?
Ah, yes.
I didn't know that.
I thought you would choose that one.
How's it going, boss? No peeking now. What do you think?
Holy flame.
Big Tony's Forge of Mystery. We never close.
Select one ability. I mean, we've got to pick that because it's a light ability. Because then we can swap that out for...
I'm here if you need me.
Yeah, that's literally what I was just about to do. I was getting rid of the whip. We want to edit deck. Yep. I think we'll get rid of the whip. Oh, this is the only thing needs before attacks. I'll get rid of the heal. So what? Okay, so if I get rid of... So what does it mean? Oh, I can't have more than 4 attacks, okay.
Hey Hunter, got a sec to spare?
Yeah, I really love Aloy. I think, like, characterization-wise, she's one of the best.
You moving into the Forge, Hunter? You've been here more in the past few days than I have since... ever. The Forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with the spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian Sofa.
I look forward to it.
It would be my honor to spar with a spirit of vengeance.
Wow, he's real excited. Never thought he'd get bouncy, but here we are. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blake to set things up. Won't take a minute.
I will head to the yard. When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Now we've got to go to the yard.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on? I'm talking training with Ghost Rider.
Spirits of vengeance train the hardest.
Think Dr.
Daily sparring.
Like playing with fire, huh?
Maybe you should be the
So I think in the tutorial they're just trying to get us to
Ready for more?
Oh, we can upgrade. Ah. Well, we should do that. Yeah, in the tutorial they want us to kind of be friends with everyone, so that they're all at an equal footing.
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
We got a mission.
It's good to have you around.
You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city. But we need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let us get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem, though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
There is no passage to New York. Or anywhere, for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
Yeah, Ileana is quite,
Do not worry, Captain. I
difficult.
will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do,
You've got to
get
be
it
very
done,
patient
old-timey
with Ileana.
prophesied savior of humanity attitude I was hoping to see today. Still, you better hurry. Not sure how long Hydra will remain in their current position.
Then I shall make haste.
Yes, you hasten as much as you can, Hunter.
Find Ileana. She's going to be in the barracks. There she is.
Why, hello, Hunter.
This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing the others value me for. Opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
Looks like an interesting book.
It is never easy to lose a comrade. I know this too well.
We did not lose Wanda. We let her go. Before any of this started. Wanda's first grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers. She would never let me read it. So now I read it.
I do not suppose there are any spells in there that will banish Lilith and save the world.
Hard to say. These incantations appear to have been written for Wanda alone. Maybe a world without Wanda is one we are not meant to save. I know what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be dragged to some hell dimension so hot that your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. Until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
We will save her.
We will find her. I can feel it.
And just who will find her? Caretaker? The Avengers? Do not try to fool me with your false empathy, Hunter. I know Caretaker will never waste the resources looking for her.
Ileana, just open the portal.
You are like an Avenger. All you do is take, take, take. You expect too much. Okay, I will open your damn portal. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time. Perhaps Doctor Strange should spend
As I
less
said,
time
Ileana
tinkering
is
with
very
Tony Stark in the
difficult to
Forge
talk
and
to.
focus more on his magic. Ugh, no matter. I will be there when you are ready, Hunter. Goodbye.
Hey.
I take it you found our gatekeeper. Then let me explain what's going on. When Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending scenarios, they spend a lot of their free time terrorizing the citizens of New York through various low-level operations. It's fairly routine stuff for heroes these days, and worst case, we'll still get some fresh intel in the process. Why don't you check the mirror table and see what we've got on our plate?
Yeah, so now this is introducing side missions. Which you should do. Because then it builds up your friendship and your levels. So that's why you want to add Ghost Rider. Another slow-mo walk, which I said you'd have to get used to.
I did the math. It would actually be faster for me to fly.
So what is stopping you?
The shockwaves that shatter most of the glass in my approach path?
Ah, that is not good.
Yeah, I try to be considerate.
Step through portal. We're sending you straight to the coordinates Captain Marvel identified in New York. Dr. Banner has confirmed that the gamma signatures in the area match those of Faustus's weapon. We need to recover whatever intel we can if we're going to find out exactly what's going on
down there.
We have the upper hand.
Looks like Captain Marvel was right on the...
Heroes. A single
point.
world-ending calamity is never enough to satiate your appetite for destruction.
So we should take
You
this guy
insist
down
on
first.
meddling further, forcing our hand yet again.
Oh, that's just lovely. Faustus has a radio. I'm assuming whatever Hydra is attempting to flee with on that chopper is our target. I suggest we stop it and see for ourselves.
What do you guys think of the gameplay?
Here we go.
Now she's leveled up. Photon beam. If we go here.
What sort of being are you?
I
There we
saw
go.
a move like that once, centuries ago.
Do that because a lot of them are going to attack her.
None will be spared.
There we go.
Forever in service.
You're mine.
Arm Alpha reinforcing.
You know what to do.
You don't don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped with in our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus, and I will open more than your eyes.
Such ferocious spirit. You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
That's vulnerable. Get rid of one of the drains. Well, that's annoying. Get rid of that. There we go. Possible not back in any direction.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Go. So I think that's all good.
Smooth sailing so far.
They literally just took themselves out.
I'll handle it. Regroup and await reinforcements.
What are we waiting for?
The helicopter is back in action. Finish it off while we have the chance.
Okay. Forceful knockback is good. Do that.
Someone get me out of here!
A lot of Carol cards. Do that. Flame, damage an enemy. Good to do that.
Lilith herself could not best me. What makes you think you will fare any better?
Can't do that.
You have been judged. Requesting medevac.
So that's how that works.
Okay, we have 4. So I feel like we should go here. Hunter should.
Let's do it.
One more. Damn it. Oh no, we've got some moves. Here we go.
The last thing we need is for that pompous buffoon to win today. Stop that chopper, please.
With pleasure.
Our loyal soldiers hunt the simple punching bags you've come
God,
to
so much health. I don't need health.
Somehow these humans,
Jesus
these
Christ.
mere mortals, dare to stand against ye fearsome gods.
Hey.
All is possible with Mother!
My strength grows.
There we go. It's going to be overkill, but
You asked for it.
Your power is unnatural.
Well done. Seems like that's the last of them.
Last? There are more heads to the Hydra than you will ever comprehend, heroes. This is a minor setback at most.
Well, at least we don't have to listen to you any longer today. I consider that alone a victory. Well done. If Hydra wasn't paying attention before, they are now. Stay sharp.
Count on it.
it's quite a good cover picture. Okay, mission rewards tied to hero level. Yeah, so that's a good thing. She wants to talk.
Privyet, Hunter.
Feeling a chill, Magic?
You could say that. I've been staring at the night sky trying to figure it out.
Figure what out?
You're observant, Hunter. You tell me.
You are trying to figure out how to bring Wanda back.
Close, Hunter. But no. Something much more sinister has grabbed my attention.
Sinister?
When I was holding the trans-dimensional door for you back there, I sensed something was at the docks with you. Something dark and familiar.
What did you see, Ileana?
I did not see, I said. I sensed something there. But that's not the only thing I sensed today.
Oh?
Something has shifted in Limbo. But I cannot quite put my finger on it. All I know is that whatever is happening is also strangely familiar to me. And when all you knew was darkness and despair growing up, that warm, fuzzy feeling of familiarity is not just a warning sign, but an alarm bell.
Should we warn the others? Is Limbo still safe? Do that.
Do you think Limbo is still safe to travel in?
Safe? Hunter, you are the sweetest, most naive demon I have ever met. Limbo has never been safe. It's just no one there would dare assault one of my portals. My presence protects you. All of you. I'd like to be left to my thoughts now, Hunter. I still have a lot of thinking to do, while I try to make sense of what I felt at the docks and the energetic shifts that ripple through Limbo. I will let you know if I do.
So, we got some Superlink. we have to... Oh. Ah, okay. Supposed to go to bed? Oh no, we've got to join a hangout. I do like this gameplay bit. The idea of bonding with heroes.
Hunter.
So I think we're pretty...
Worst part about that Hydra job? Manhattan traffic.
Always want to go for the
Well,
lowest
hello
one.
there.
General Kenobi. They're all pretty even.
Nothing like taking in the New York skyline after driving Hydra back into hiding.
Let's do Blade. Blade will not like... He would like having a drink. Blade is not a lounger guy.
I need to get something off my chest.
Go for it.
I can't stand vampire movies.
Why not?
Why do you think? They take vicious killers and present them as tragic and misunderstood.
What do you think? I can see the appeal. You should look in.
Perhaps vampires are making movies about themselves to garner sympathy.
I used to think so. I spent a month in Los Angeles running it down.
And?
Maybe back in the day, but now, studios throw anything at the wall to see what sticks.
Oh, your cat.
That's all.
Okay, I keep
Is that
forgetting.
why there were movies about... What did Nico call them? Sparkle vampires.
You know, I didn't hate those movies. Thought I would.
Why not?
We all know what they're referencing.
Sparkle vampires don't exist. For me, it was fiction. Although, I did root for the werewolves. There better be a next time.
Okay, so now he's leveled up. Open the library door.
I'm glad to see you're getting comfortable with the words of power, Hunter. If you're going to continue our little investigation of the Abbey, they'll be vital to your success.
Investigation?
A side project, but a potentially transformative one. With my blessing, Wanda was working to uncover what may be the most powerful. Just what in the hell do you think you're doing in here?
Standing in the library?
I've given you free rein so you could get back on your feet. But I never thought you'd pull something like this.
What is it you think I am doing, exactly?
Don't be coy. It does not suit you. I told you how hard it's been since we lost Agatha. Instead of letting it rest, you decide to... reopen the wound?
Oh, Sarah. I never thought of this place like that.
Of course you didn't. And now, it's done. Why should I ever stand in your way?
Honestly, I really don't like Caretaker. It's like she disagrees with everything you do.
Dear. You know that, right? Don't hold it against Sarah.
She may try to mask her feelings, but you know she is struggling with what happened. Why are you hiding from her?
For most people, the captivating relationships of their lives are formed over a matter of days and years. Sarah and I spent centuries together exploring this world, fighting the darkness, watching cities and even nations form and then crumble. And yet we persevered together.
You still have not answered my question.
It may be difficult to understand, but she needs this time. Sending Wanda away, sealing the library, that elaborate memorial she conjured up, she didn't waste any time trying to bury what happened.
You are right. I do not understand.
It isn't up to me to reveal myself. It's up to her to accept what happened and allow herself to grieve. When that happens, we'll see each other again, but not before.
I trust you will do what is right for Sarah. So, what is it you are looking at here?
Yes, we should get back to the real reason I asked you to meet me here. Wanda's journal. The Abbey grounds have a great deal of history.
Didn't
Many
spot
of
that
its
because I was
secrets
plugging in my
remain
charger.
hidden, even after all this time.
Even to you?
Even to me. Wanda had taken to exploring the grounds in search of a strange energy we both sensed. Knowing that Sarah had no intention of waking you to investigate, Wanda felt it was up to her to take your place. Of course, being the clever girl that she is, her notes are written in an ancient, transient cipher that I've only just begun to understand. Have a look at the first entry.
Read Wanda's journal.
I'm sure it still seems a bit cryptic, but Wanda was definitely onto something. If you remember my altar, that's where she was conducting her experiments.
An investigation that involves experiments? Why do I feel like you are going to get me into trouble?
You know, I thought I was done with all the spams.
Since when has that ever stopped you?
Because I hadn't had any in a while.
I'll try to do a better job of explaining from there.
But just when you think it's done, they always come back. It never works. I don't know why they try it. It's a waste of time. Gotta follow Agatha's altar. Following Charlie. It's up here now, I remember.
Blessings of the goddess.
Like most things on the grounds here, there's more to this place than meets the eye. Do you remember the words I taught you as a child?
Are you going to make me say it?
Humor an old, dead woman.
Oh. Hocus pocus.
I put a spell on you.
You haven't lost your touch, dear.
And
The
now you're
words may
mine.
be simple, but these plinths won't appear for just anyone. Each represents one of the basic elements, their power activated only by the elemental rods they would normally be holding.
And where are the elemental rods now?
Scattered to the wind, unfortunately. A side effect of Wanda's experiments here.
Let me guess.
That's right. I want you to find the missing rods and return them here. Hopefully, as I decipher Wanda's journal, her notes will aid in the search.
But you have not actually told me what the greater purpose is here. What are we doing this for?
All in good time, dear. After what happened with Wanda, I'd rather you take things slowly. In fact, I don't want you overthinking this little project. There's no rush, and you don't have to help if you don't feel like it. But there is one more thing before I head back to the library.
Hey, Sophie.
An arcane key.
Just a little something. A token for your efforts so far. The key can be used to open that chest nearby. Like so many other oddities around here,
Those chests tend to appear before those who deserve them most. Make yourself that person.
That seems intentionally vague.
It's more fun that way, isn't it? I'll be in the library working on the translations if you need me, dear. Good luck.
See something behind. Justice. She-Hulk. Ugh. Goddamn She-Hulk. To build these up. Okay. Get through here.
The goddess of order approves.
Whispering Wood. Just exploring. There's a telescope. Oh, it's an air rod.
An elemental rod. I should take this back to the altar.
Is anything behind it? Nope. This is all optional. Doing this. We'll come back here later. Air rod. So if you look, that is water. That might be air. That is... I don't know. That's fire, so it's earth and air. I have a feeling that's earth. Oh no. It tells you, so it's this one.
The old magic still holds.
Never got an arcane key. So that's why we should do exploring. Again, I'm not going to read all that. You can read it at your own leisure. Because I'm here to play the game, not to read the game. Same for that. Let's see what's around. I've got another card. Total of 22. I am thinking of getting at some point. It'll be after my birthday, because I spent so much money yesterday. Like I spent £400. I am thinking again, Lego City Undercover. Can't do that yet. I can go up here. Domino. That's a Deadpool character. She was in Deadpool 2. Excited for Deadpool 3. Okay, so we were here before. I think that's all we can explore in this area at the moment. So let's head back. Just head back to bed. Because we can explore a lot here, it'll take forever. There we go. Got an ornate chandelier. Already done that. Well, in this, she's a hero. I think. There's an armchair. Or the couch. Oh, yes. Slowly building it up. Got a bookshelf, and now we've got this, so it's getting better. Oh yeah, we've got to go sleep. Where are we?
Can that really be you? Come closer. I want to get a better look at you. After all these years, it is good to see your face again.
Wish I could say the same, Mother. Now enough with this deception and reveal your true form.
But this is my true form. The way I was when you were just a sweet, helpless little baby. You don't remember that, do you? Well, I do. Bringing you into the world was the happiest time in my life.
And taking you out of this world again will be mine.
I had thought the words of power would open your eyes. But I should have known my sister and her pet witch would continue to withhold the truth from you.
My trial with the Elder Gods. How did you know?
I heard you calling upon Oshtur, and I am not the only one.
Wait! Mother! Where did you... Was that really her?
God, so many new posts. Okay. Okay, we've got a message.
Been watching the way you handle yourself out there, Hunter. You're not bad. I was thinking maybe it's time you and I compare moves.
Moves? As in combat?
Yeah, this is a fun game.
More like a
It
friendly
grew on me.
competition.
A friendly competition, you say?
Well, recently resurrected teammate competition has less of a ring to it.
The feeling is mutual, Blade.
How about we just fight already?
Before we begin, is there anything else I should know?
Yeah, anything goes. Just don't touch the shades. Now, you want to say it or me?
Say what?
Ding ding.
So now we have more hangout rewards, and we can have a combo. So now we've got the gamma coil to analyze.
Oh, you are gonna love this.
Yeah, we just do this one.
Give me a sec. Okay, what's up? You're welcome, Hunter.
Can't wait to get to the upgrade where we can pick 2 cards.
I'm pretty sure Charlie left a steaming coil in the hallway. Third state of matter, indeed.
Gain 1 counter and 21 block, that's quite good. But let's go for the knockback. Forge upgrades. Yes, that's the one we want. There we go.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
So now we have a new ability to upgrade. A lot of this is back and forth. Upgrade abilities.
Time to take it to the next level.
Yep.
I think we've got something for everyone.
Just do daily sparring. We've got to build friendship up. Let's do Ileana.
Let's see if you're as good as they say. You are a capable.
Because we haven't built any friendship with her yet.
Peace.
Okay, now he has something for us.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
I'll do the money.
Thanks, Hunter.
Don't want to take the risk. Not this early on. Anyone wants to talk to us? Yep. Caretaker and Captain Marvel.
Hey, Hunter. When you've got a minute, could you meet me in the war room?
Let's talk to Caretaker first.
I feel like we left things unfinished, Hunter. If you're free, I'd like to talk. Well, don't leave me in suspense. How are you enjoying the library?
I thought we were past that.
We are, but I'm still allowed to be annoyed with you. I expect a bit of pushback from the others, but not from you, Hunter.
Why not? When have I ever made things easy for you?
You had your moments, few and far between. But that's exactly my point. You know what that place, what she meant to me, and you did it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a room.
If I had known it meant this much to you, I would have waited. It was not my intention to defy or hurt you.
Hurt, no. Defy, maybe. At the same time, I know I haven't been very open with you about everything that's happened.
At least we are talking now. Silence between us would only make things worse.
You're right about that. We have bigger things to worry about. Like the mouthy alien tormenting Spider-Man as we speak.
He did risk himself for us without hesitation. We owe him for that, at least.
For once, I think the entire team is in agreement. It's only a matter of tracking Venom down.
I would just follow the trail of destruction, but maybe there is another way.
I'm sure we'll come up with something. Don't leave poor Spider-Man waiting too long now.
Okay.
There you are, Hunter. Got time to look at something? The intel cache we recovered from Hydra's gunship might seem sophisticated to the casual bystander, but they probably weren't expecting to go up against the likes of me. With Central's help, I can decrypt these babies in no time, providing us a valuable and fascinating glimpse into Hydra's twisted little minds.
Decrypt the intel.
Tell me you found something good. We'll cut through that encryption in no time. I'm not gonna sleep well after reading this.
The not so good doctor. Hell's Kitchen.
Now that we've... Check out the available hero ops listed on Central.
1 day to complete. Start hero op.
I think I can handle that. See you soon.
Okay, so now I think we're over the tutorial. Does anyone want to talk to us? Captain Marvel is doing her thing. Does she still want to talk to us though?
We've got a situation rapidly developing. I'll be in contact soon, Hunter. What are you doing, Faustus?
Okay, so she's busy. Mirror table. Okay, stop Hydra truck. Story mission. Makes sense to do this. Like, timing wise. Level 3. Continue. And then after this mission we will do the side missions.
I would be rotting inside that creature's gullet if not for Spider-Man. Time to return the favor.
We'll find him. We're running facial recognition on every surveillance camera in the cloud. They just keep moving too fast.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but you think Team Spooky's doing any better?
Nothing.
Well, your inflection on that...
5,000 feet, right?
Higher, further, faster, baby.
82nd and 5th. Well, between 5th and Madison now.
Guys, they're live. And they're trending.
Hashtag Big Alien Apple.
Not bad.
Thanks. Now imagine if you had just asked for our help sooner.
No time for an after-school special. Patching it through. Patching it all through.
We need to hurry.
Looks like the quality's gone a bit pixely. to Ileana. I think it'll do it every now and again just because of the internet. Can't be helped.
Any guesses what this venom scuzzball is going to smell like?
Chewed New Yorker?
I swear, if Venom gets that tongue anywhere near me, I'm slicing him in half.
So I'm gonna pause it for a second just to let it calm down. I wonder if the rest of my family's back and that's why the internet's gone a bit Well, I could do, actually, it might be annoying, but I could stop the stream here because I really don't want to stream while it has bad quality. Because if it's going to keep being like this when I move, it's not good. Yeah, that's terrible. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the stream there, end it on a cliffhanger. We have been streaming for 2.5 hours and I was going to finish at 12 anyway. So yeah, see you all tomorrow at 9 AM. There will be one day I can't do because I have to go and get something during the day. On the 22nd, I think. But that's like 3 days away, so that'll be Wednesday. So yeah, see you all tomorrow. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.